Hey folks, so I've got another interesting, I call it unboxing. It's a little bit of a show, and then I'll come back with my final thoughts when I finish testing. But these boxes you see in front of me here are boxes from a company called CEENR. That's at least how I'm pronouncing it. It's CEENR, so I'm going to call it CEENR, so you can see that. CEENR. Now, the reason I have the boxes separated like that is this box is heavier, and these boxes all have names. So what this is from CEENR is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 adapters. And this is a USB battery. We're going to look at the adapters first. There's an adapter from Milwaukee. And now, let me give the disclaimer as they gave. This is a battery, universal battery that allows you to power 18 to 20 volt power tools, cordless power tools. So there's an adapter for Milwaukee, for Enhill, for Makita, for Black & Decker, for Bosch, for DeWalt, for Porter-Cable, for Works, and for Craftsman. And in here is the battery. It says USB battery. Open it up. And what you have is the battery and a little manual that we don't care anything about, right? So here's the battery. On the bottom, you can see some lines, like contacts here. The side says 18 volts, 18 volts. At the back here, you have a button that shows you the LED indicator, how much charge you have. You have a USB-C port, if you can see that, for charging this battery. And a USB-A port for charging accessories. So now, I can imagine some of you looking puzzled right away. So let's get into looking at the adapters. For this demonstration, I have two tools next to me. I have a Milwaukee and I have a Works. So I'm going to move the rest of the boxes out of the way for this demonstration. And we're going to just use the Milwaukee and the Works, with you understanding that what I'm going to show you in the Milwaukee and the Works is the same that's in the rest of those boxes. So here's the Works. And what you have, they all look the same, very similar, is an adapter. There is the adapter side that fits onto the battery. And then there's the opposite side that fits onto your tool. And they have the release button that matches what your tool needs. So this is Works. I don't want to mix them up. And this is Milwaukee. I'm going to leave the Milwaukee out because same thing, part that goes in the Milwaukee tool with the release, part that goes in the battery. Now let me tell you quickly before you say, well, wait a minute, what do I need that for? Everybody has a different use case. So I'll tell you what mine is. I have probably $3,000 to $5,000 worth of Milwaukee tools. I'm heavily invested in Milwaukee. I have a lot of Works tools as well. But I have invested in the Milwaukee M12 system. Part of that was the smaller size tools, so when I'm moving around with them, and part of that was cost, because the M18 system, which is the 18 volt system, is a lot more money. But there are one or two tools that I would like to have from the M18 system, which I've refrained from buying because then I need to buy the M18 charger, the M18 batteries, and we all know when you spend money in a system like that, to now go to the M18, that's another huge cost. But today, because of this system, I purchased this. This is a driver, all right? This is an impact driver from Milwaukee, but this is an 18 volt driver. None of my Milwaukee batteries that are M12 will work. And I have not purchased the charger or the battery. But this kit, as I'll show you, will now allow me to take the 18 volt battery, slide it onto the Milwaukee adapter, and slide it into the Milwaukee tool. You saw the light come on? Now, full charge, you can see here, Milwaukee driver works. Now, I'm done with the Milwaukee, right? Slide it out. And I brought up my works to 20 volt, as you can see here. Right, this is one of those things I reviewed that's really nice because I use this a lot when I was building my bar. I would have a Phillips bit here, a drill bit here, and I could drill and then switch and screw, right? So, but that's not why we're here. We're here to see how this works. So there's a 20 volt battery, so I'm gonna take it off. So let's suppose I've got this tool, I only had one battery. My battery is dead, I need to keep working. Okay, we'll slide the Milwaukee adapter off of the CEENR battery. I'll put it back in the box because I really don't want to mix them up and then be fiddling with them, although only one can fit each two because they're different, right? We'll slide out the works. I'll attach the works to the CEENR battery. We'll put the works into, the works. Let's see if it works. I want to make sure you, okay? So basically what the CEENR is, it allows you to go from tool to tool, and I said 9 different tools, including all the major players, Makita, Bosch, Enhill, DeWalt, and just use one universal battery. Now here's the last thing I'm going to say about this before I head out to try it on real work. So I'm working on a deck right now, and I'm going to take this battery and I'm going to use it in that 18 volt impact driver to do some drilling and to fasten some 3-inch deck screws and to drill through some metal with that Milwaukee, with this, and I'll let you know how the battery works, how it lasts, okay? And that will be the sort of, when we talk at the end, when I come back, about cost, etc. But the beauty about this, the one more thing I'm going to say, is that I do not need a dedicated charger. It is USB-C, okay? Now, what I want to make sure, where's the box? I'm sure you're wondering the power rating of it, right? How many milliamp hours? I may have to, where's the box? Oh, it's over here. So it's a lithium-ion battery, and 4,000 milliamp hours, right? For 18 to 20 volt max, 72 watt hours. So that's decent, and I'm sure if they're really successful, they'll probably come out with bigger batteries. But again, the beauty about this is, oh, where's my adapter? Like if I go into my tool shed right now, I've got a wall, literally probably 8 feet long, with a long power strip, the industrial power strip. And I've got charger after charger after charger. I've got cobalt chargers, I've got lithium chargers, I've got works chargers, Milwaukee chargers, Craftsman chargers, all these different chargers with different batteries. And every time a battery goes back, I have to get, or I need another battery, I got to buy a different battery at a different price for a different tool. One battery, 9 adapters. I'm sure that there are tools out there that they haven't covered, but they've been smart enough to cover all the major brands that I would use at least. So I'm gonna test this out, and then I'll be back in either a continuation of this video or another video to give you my final thoughts. When you do watch the video, look in the description below for the link to the full review.